everybody, welcome back to Adobe Live and welcome to Animation 401 with me, pixipui, the place where we practice some of our animation skills. I say practice because in Animation 101, 201 and 301 we explored how to animate from the ground up using After Effects, Adobe Animate, and now it's time to put together some of the things we've learnt with some fun exercises that aren't the ball minigame. But before we get into exactly what we're doing today, let me say hello to the chat real quick. Alessandra, Jack, Keys, Paul, hello, Uma. I hope you're having a wonderful, what day is this? I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. It's a Wednesday today, apparently. So I'm going to need some help from you lot in the chat immediately, actually. I would like you to give me some expressions. Like, expressions that one would put on their face. You'll see why in a second. Oh, Raquel, thank you so much. My infinity glasses. Gotta keep it interesting all over, eh? Right, so the reason why I'm asking for expressions is because this time we're gonna be focusing on exaggeration. You see what I did there? So when we say exaggeration, we mean to make things bigger, smaller, or more extreme than they would be in real life. This makes your animation more interesting and fun to the audience. So, for example, big eyes, tiny mouth, or any exaggerated facial features, really. So on the right, my character's a little perturbed at the moment, but if I want them to actually look a bit more angry or more miffed, maybe the eyes can be different sizes, and the eyebrows can be like out of the head, and the mouth could be a little bit bigger as well. You know, something all over. Not the crying. The crying. You know what? You lot might actually have to. You might have to help me with some of these faces. After the last episode, I discovered that me and expressions and faces aren't actually the strongest. So this will be good practice for me too. Joy, crying, and shock. Thanks, Keys. So as always, we've got some mini games for us to practice with. Kawa-ii, Nast-ii, and Angr-ii. So if you're working with the VOD when you're watching this, this is your time to pause the video, go to the description and download the mini game for today. Or if you're watching it live, Jack actually posted the link to it in the chats on the Behance and in the YouTube chat. Oliver, you mad, bro? Oh dear. Otherwise, how are you lot doing? Are you doing well? Are you doing well? I hope it's been like a relaxed day so far. Make sure you grab some water if you've not already. I think we tend to, you know how we don't blink enough, especially if you're a computer person. We don't drink water enough either. So get some water, blink a couple of times, maybe get your thingy-mabobby, and then we'll work on it. I'm not your bro, buddy. Wait, hold on. And so instead of just writing emotes and what the expression is, you're just putting a whole sentence. Okay. Raquel said surprise. Okay, well, you've got 2 for surprise. Oh, thank you. Jack reposted it in the Behance chat if ones need that. Okay, so I thought before we actually dive into the minigame, if we have time, that is, there's a fun way that we can dive straight into the expression game while using some favoring, because I'm really into favoring at the moment. So we've got our Photoshop open, and we're actually going to start from the very beginning. So this way you'll be able to be like, okay, well, let me try exaggerating some expressions and let me get the sticky note out. There we go. I see it. Boop. I've got surprise. We had joy. Apparently I've got caps on. Even my writing's exaggerated. Oh, I wanted emotes. What? But I mean, Oliver, the way I was just writing your name down, is that like wacky? I think we got Mare from Julia. A Mare one. Okay, so we're going to try a couple. And we're going to go for like, okay, what you might initially draw. And then we'll try to make it more exaggerated. And maybe one more exaggerated way. Let me see. What else have I missed? Joy. And we've got crying as well. RB, hello. So if when we actually make them exaggerated, they're not exaggerated enough, tell me how I could exaggerate them. I would love to hear it. Oh my gosh, I'm using my other pen. I've been practicing before the stream started doing some faces. I was using the wrong one. Here's the right one. Okay. So if you're starting with a fresh Photoshop file, just so you can practice with this, make it whatever size you like. I like 800 by 800. I'm sure if you can tell from my glasses, my favorite number is 8. It's very, very related to moi. Did I see Korean for a moment? Yeah, my whole computer, all of my electronics are actually in Korean. My Google's in Korean. If I want to talk to it, I have to talk to it in Korean. Everything. Thank you, Jack. We're actually using a free plugin. You don't need to download the plugin. You can totally do it manually, but after a little while, you might want to speed up your workflow, and this is going to do that for you. Rub it. Okay, so we've got one. Animator's Toolbar Pro is a paid one, but the free one that we're using is Framebar. Yeah, Framebar on the Exchange. Okay, so we've got our file. We're gonna click on this, and we are actually using the video timeline. So let's create a video timeline. Here we go. We got it. You know what? What's funny, Uma, is when I had changed my computer into Korean, it actually changed the Photoshop into Korean. And I was like, cool, I can't have it like that because that's not going to be very useful for me teaching on the channel right now. So no. Cool. We need a video group to get started. So we can click on the V in the toolbar, or if you're not using it, click on the drop down box and click new video group. Also, because Chris Georginas brought this up in the last episode, that's like the one before this one. This is episode 5, by the way. If you click on the music note, you can add audio. So if you need to do something to audio cues, add your audio there. So I'm going to click the V. I'm going to call this smiley body. Technically, we could split these up if we want to, and I think I might, just in case we want to reuse something. It's all good. Okay, so I am definitely relying on you lot because I've noticed sometimes when I create things, especially if it's expression based, I'm a character designer by trade, but it doesn't normally relate to me creating like a specific face. It's like, oh, okay, ta-da, that's it. So I'm excited to try making these more expressive. Yeah, I wouldn't figure that out. Probably guess where everything was in English. Yeah, which is exactly why I had to change it back. So I'm going to use a little bit of smoothing. Let's get a sort of round. How big is this? Oh, I've got my caps on. Note to self, if you can't see your... It's a good circle. We'll take it. I'll accept it. I kind of want it to be like... I think I like that more. Okay, we're not drawing it again. That will do. We'll just rotate it to the side. Okay, I've got my smiley body. If we press the space bar, it might not be doing it right now. There we go. If we push the space bar, it's going to play for us, but nothing's happening because this one we're not really deciding to move. I do want to teach you how to do the boiler lines afterwards. So I'm going to keep the smiley body here. Let's press V to make another video group. And we've got surprise, joy, and wacky and meh. Okay, let's do surprise first. A clown. Wait, hold on. What do you mean a clown? A whole clown? We'll try surprise. It might not always work. Let's hit the 2. 2 is a frame, is 2 frames worth. 1 is on 1s, 2 is on 2s. We're going to go for 2s to start with, but I've discovered that I quite like breaking down the animation process by having a really big bit, have a cut, have a big bit, have a cut, have a big bit, and have a cut. So we're going to make the keyframe first, the first action, or the first expression. I'd say initially, if I did like, that's not very big. If I did surprise like that, I'm totally going to draw the eyes and the mouth on one layer. Like this. Wait, you mean just the head? Wait, you want a clown head? Sorry, you want a clown head? Is that what? Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, but we're gonna have to... Now it just looks like it's someone with an afro. I'm really gonna have to... Oh, no. Oh, hold on. You're talking old school clown. Wait a second. You mean like... I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have a little nose in the center like that. Challenge mode. No, Jack, no. Oh my gosh, Keys, you're so right. You're so right. Okay, so if this is the clown, if this is the clown, yeah, do we paint this to be like, does that look like a clown? Is that okay? I'm gonna keep the nose and the side of the hair, so we're just gonna leave it like that, and I'll draw everything else around it unless I need to change it. So I've got this, and I've got, maybe let's say this is the first surprise. This is our first keyframe. I've got a surprise face. Great. Now it's like a fish. Wait, not a fish. We're going to put a little bit of animation on this as well, but I'll show you that after the jump. Let's see how long this is. 2 seconds isn't very long. Boop, boop. Yeah, we can do 2. Cool. So we've got expression 1. Let's split this using the scissors. That's the sound of scissors being cut. A koala? Stop. Okay. My koala is a clown, all right? I feel like I need to do, what do the clowns have? They have that, right? Do they have this? Does that help? It looks like this person's in like having their eyeballs like being held open. I need to do like the mouth thing. Okay, second expression. We want it has to be bigger than that one. So I would say I'd probably alter the thingy for this, but maybe the eyes would be even bigger. You know, like the old school animations where, hold on, my erasing isn't erasing properly. If you want, you can totally use that tool down there. I call it the Marvel tool because it's like, you know, when they, this is getting a bit wild, isn't it? But a funny koala? Okay, that'll do. Okay, does this seem like why? I can never tell what, you know when they do that little tongue thing? I don't know where that goes. I don't know where the tongue goes. You can tell I don't do these kind of thingies often. We could just draw that black though. Remember the onion skin? Yes, thank you. Oh my God, wait, tell me. And you know what? We didn't even have eyebrows on the other one. Let's put some eyebrows on this one to be like, what? And then this one, these are like, they're supposed to be, there we go. This is supposed to be more expressive. Hi, Bobby. Okay, so it's just out there. It's out there. These aren't related though. So already it's a bit wild, but it's exaggerated. If you were going to take it the next level, which I would advise you do, especially because I wasn't expecting to do that with the surprise, to be honest. What you could do is make sure that the face deforms with the body. If this is going to be big like that, maybe try to act it out yourself. You're like, oh, your mouth and your head tends to extend. So maybe we could have like wherever this koala clown would be, maybe it's extended like that. And maybe we could be like, oh my goodness. This is wild, by the way. It looks like Seinfeld's uncle. Is this a good thing? I don't know, but it's definitely exaggerated. So let's say we wanted to actually animate this a little bit. What you could do, regardless of which one that you've picked to choose, have your keyframe first. Don't drag off your timeline like I did. I feel like every time this happens, every time. I would like to lock that down somehow. If anybody knows how, let me know. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're focusing on the first half. Let's drag our playhead in. So if we press play, it's just going to loop between this. I just want a little bit of a soft movement for this one. Also, which one should we do after this? We've got joy, wacky, meh, and crying. So I'm going to make this red so I know this is my first keyframe. The first and the last should be the same. So let's put a split here. First keyframe, last keyframe. We need one more keyframe because I kind of want it to like blink, have a little bit of life, even though it's still. So we can kind of get away with doing very little, but it's still going to be quite expressive. So I'm going to hit the 2 again. Pull this in a bit. Hold on. Well, yeah. Have this out, blink, have it come back. I'm going to make the end half slightly shorter. And on this, we're going to use the onion skin like Keys was saying. Onion skin is really, really useful for when you're trying to, maybe you're favoring, maybe you're halving It is useful. You can absolutely flick back and forth between the work that you're doing and where you're going or where you came from. That's also good. That's also very, very handy. Meh to crying. Okay, meh to crying. But what about joy? What happened to joy? And oh, you're saying, okay, so first there's surprise, then meh, then joy. Where does joy and wacky fit in? So I want it to blink. I want that to be, ooh, goodness gracious. I pushed the space bar because that's how I'm moving the thing, but it thought that I wanted to click it. I didn't want to. That's really a drop tune. You know what, Raquel? I didn't know what to do. When you blink or when you close your eyes, the skin attached to the eyes and where the eyebrow is, it actually connects. So it moves together. So I'm going to move this down a little bit. We don't really need to move the mouth. Maybe we could have it a little bit smaller. These don't need to be related to each other, actually. If I hit F3, which I've tied mine to a thingamabobby, let me double click this. There we go. So now we've got surprise, blink, surprise. Like, what? What? So we've got a keyframe, and a keyframe. Good. Now between, I don't really need anything between these two. I found that I quite like adding my keyframes after the jump. So I'm going to put a breakdown, one breakdown between this. So let's hit the 2 again. Okay, crying from joy or joy? You like it? Oh, thanks, Raquel. Wait till we get to the good stuff. I mean, we're closing in. We're closing in. I'm just going to make sure that these are matching up. Okay, so the mouth. Oh, also, what we could just do, instead of doing that, you could just hit the ping pong, because that's going to duplicate it for you. And let me erase some of this stuff. I'm going to turn off the color. And the first thing I'm going to do, maybe do the obvious stuff first. Hi, Paul. Oh my goodness. Happy GCSE. I hope it's dry in Londinium. It's dark right now, but it is dry. I hope you and your little one have fun with the exams. You can do it. Make learning fun. You've got it, Paul. You've got this. Good luck to your little one. I'm going to erase this. Now here, you could choose to do, we talked about halving and favoring before. I could do half of, ooh, am I seeing enough? Oh, right. They're kind of the same, aren't they? Okay. I'm just going to change these colors so we can see them a little bit better. If you do have your onion skin on and you can't see enough, make sure you extend your onion skin. You can also do that by clicking on the drop down boxes. So if I was going to do half between this and this, maybe it'd be something like that. But I found I really like favoring. So my first breakdown is going to be, let me see where the half would be. Half would be about there. But to favor it means to acknowledge where the half would be and move it over a bit. So if it would be there, I'm going to say I'm about here. Although I quite like it being really, really close to where it's supposed to end up. And also, I'm going to give you a hint of which I am not using right now. I think maybe it's because of the angle I'm drawing it at. Learning to draw with your arm instead of your wrist. I know I'm kind of using my wrist right now, but if you draw with your arm, you have a lot more freedom. It feels weird in the beginning, but honestly, it will help with a lot of the shapes that you're trying to do. Because mainly it's the arm that can reach the long length without bending too much. Ooh, it's so close. That looked kind of good. That one's not good. Ooh, let me get a bit closer. Oh, okay, there we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. But this one's not like this one. So let me do it again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's pull it around. Great. Do I mind where the eyes are? Maybe I can have the eyes like slowly come back up to their natural position. Remember, by drawing the lines close to the next one, it's going to have a slow effect, which is exactly what I want. I might want this slower. I kind of do. So I'm gonna favor its endpoint rather than where it's coming from. And since it's a blink, we're gonna be able to get away with this. Okay, great. The mouth I might work on as well. We could totally leave the mouth there, but no, let's leave the mouth. Let's leave the mouth. Will it let me go back? It will. Yee! Okay, cool. Good. So I've got a key. Let's go back to the main part. We've got a keyframe, breakdown, keyframe. Getting good. I'm gonna take this breakdown and duplicate it one more time. You don't know the half of it. The best way to get used to drawing from the arm and not the wrist is standing and having your tablet at an angle. Oh, like, okay, so like if it was there, like you were painting. Because I do most of my animation on my tablet nowadays and I'm kind of sitting, I don't have to do the hand-eye coordination, which I found is very helpful. But at the moment, I'm doing it kind of old school. I do want a Cintiq. That would be really fun. Looks like a koala. It's not supposed to. It was supposed to be a clown, but you know, maybe when I paint on it, it's gonna be, then you'll be like, oh, it's a clown. I'm gonna use the ping pong. There we go. To duplicate it. And we are going to say that this should now, F3, this should look basically, oh, whoops, we turned off the opacity again because I hit 3 instead of what I was meant to hit. I'm gonna make this blue, make this red. There we go. Blue is where we came from. Red is where we are going to because that's our keyframe. This is our second breakdown. It's a clownala. Wow, I should try that. Yes, Julia. Yes, like an easel. Thank you. Now, we didn't move the eyebrows before, but I want them to slow out. So we'll grab this. Could be closer. Ooh, that was kind of nice. Ooh. Let's make this mouth kind of close. I think I've zoomed in too far. Oh no, it's not close enough. So literally the closer we get it, it's really gonna look like it's smoothing its way there. Clownala. New character unlocked. Clownala. Yep, it's close, but it's not quite. You don't want it to cover it, but it's too... look at this. Because I covered the red. If I cover the red, it's not gonna slow in. It's gonna claim that it's already there. We don't want that. Okay, there we go. We got it. We haven't done the eyes. We haven't done the eyes. I don't know. It looks like Nemo. What? You really think it looks like the fish? The whole fish. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Okay, there we go. That's really far away. Nope. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to accept that some of this is gonna be a bit wonky. I recommend, especially if you can't do the easel like Keys was saying, rotate your canvas. It's easier for you to draw a straight line going down than it is for you to draw... Whoops, that's too far out and I can see that. Then, oops. Hold on. Oh, we'll get to that later. We don't want it now. There we go. I'm getting there. So we could totally have a stream just where we're trying to get the lines close. Wait, +1 clown cart? No. No, I don't think you're joking, Keys. Straight up. Straight up. I don't think you're joking. So we could get this closer, and we should, but I'm not going to force that. Since we are on, because we are on Photoshop, we could absolutely just have copied the eye and just use the transform tool, but you should draw. If you're practicing drawing, you should draw. It's the only way that we can improve the skill, right? Wonky gives your character charm. Oh, thank you, Sarah. You're so kind to our Clownala. I'll never forget this. Clownala. That's not close enough, by the way, but I'm going to leave it because I do want you to see the other stuff. Uma, I'm not sure we're going to have a chance to do it. Animation takes a bit of time. Sometimes I forget that. Okay. I'm going to hit this button here. The blank square takes off all of the colors. So we've got our keyframe, our keyframe, our keyframe. Let's turn off the onion skin. We got breakdown 1, breakdown. Oh, I forgot the pupils. Yeah. Okay, hold on. That's a bit wild. That's looking a bit more like The Exorcist or something there. Let's get it close. So it should look a little bit better. There we go. Woo. Nice. Okay. So now, make sure we turn off the color, otherwise it's going to look like a little bit of a disco. We've got, what? Who, me? What? So already, we haven't done that much, but it's given a little bit of expression, but we want the exaggeration. We can probably only do one of these exaggerations before we take a look at the main minigame. That's cute. Clown Nala. Wow. You know what? I forgot what it looked like. Not gonna lie, kind of shocked. Kind of spooked me a little bit. Okay, let me hit the split. So we've got our keyframe 1, our other keyframe, and now I'm probably gonna have to add a change on the body itself. So let's hustle along, shall we? This is the start, this is the end. The end is shorter than the start, which is fine. Gonna duplicate it, do I want to? No, this is a fresh one. So we'll hit the 2, put it in between, make sure we can see where it came from. Maybe we can have like that kind of eye. Need some sharp teeth. Wait, it's supposed to be sharp. No, I know. I forgot what it looked like. It was actually really, I don't know where this is going. I'm just going to tell you this right now. I'm not sure this is shock. This is more like horror, but you know, need to practice my expressions, edit. Maybe it's just like a slightly smaller version. This is actually maybe I should become one of those like scary artist people. We're gonna pull the body down. See, now that we changed the body, we have to pull the body down too. Oh my gosh. The way you lot always end up suggesting things that I think is like, oh yeah, you know, we got this. Looking wild. Okay. I'm going to split this here. And I'm gonna add a no, we can duplicate this. We'll duplicate it, make sure it's the right size. A yawning clown. I mean, yeah, you know what? It kind of does look like a yawning clown. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, but you know, I've accepted where we're at here. I have accepted that 1, it doesn't look like a clown. 2, this mid frame looks like a yawn, but that's okay. Sometimes the mid frames are allowed to look a bit, you know, woo-woo. Let's pull this one in. Great. I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't know who you are. Pull this in. We got and then wow. Am I familiar to smudge in betweens? You mean like smears? Yes. Oh my gosh, smears are great. I want us to have after squash and stretch, which is coming next, I want us to have a mini on smears. We did smears before, but we haven't done it as an exercise yet. Cool. To where we're going, we're going to duplicate this one. I'll duplicate this one. And get it sort of close to where we should be going. Let's make this green, make it quicker and easier to see. I'm gonna be too close for this, I think. Might want to turn the smoothing on. Great. I feel like we could have given this thing bags for eyes. Like added some on, but you do realize that would mean like more animation. I don't know if we got time. Let me add the pupil. Cool. And let's add one more. We're speeding up because I'm looking at the time. So we've got the main keyframe. We've got it down. Let's hit F3 so we can see it. Then it's coming back up. Then it's coming back up. This one, we're going to move the eyebrows back, and we're also going to move the mouth back too. So let's try to do the easiest part, which is the eyebrows. Oh, you know, the eyes aren't too bad either. Let me just get rid of it. Let me just accept it. There we go. Make the eyebrows close to where they should go. 26. Yes, you are correct. That's exactly why I'm trying to speed up. I don't know why I forget how long animation takes. I think sometimes, let's get this as close as we can. Sometimes when you're working, you know, even if it's not art, the thing that makes your heart flutter, the time when you're so into whatever it is that you're unaware of time. I feel like that's what it is when you start to animate, or maybe if it's music for you, making music, or... Oh, you know what? I forgot those lines in between the eyes. Oh. Don't get too precious, Pixie. There we go. Get them brows close. Put that back. Put that back. Let's get to the mouth. Oh, yes. The more detail. So it's like, okay, you want to do more detail. Absolutely. Instead of what I'm doing, don't do everything on one layer, please. I only did that to kind of speed things up. Please don't do that. It might not be the way for you. Even when they did it like on paper, they didn't have all of the stuff on the same paper either. So you don't want to make it harder for yourself. No. No, you don't. Okay, cool. Let's drag this out. Let's see what we have. Did I get the pupils in? I think so. Whew. Boop, boop, boop. Cool. Let's flip it around. Make sure we don't have the keyframe on it. I don't know what this is going to look like. Okay, so we've got our original one. Hey, okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And if you really wanted to... Oh, I forgot to animate like the mouth, didn't I? Oh, I did. I absolutely did. If you really wanted to, what you could do is like overshoot. The overshoot would take it to another level entirely. We hit the blue. Oh, the mouse never moved. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I think you get the gist here. I'm gonna leave it so we can actually look at the stuff that we're supposed to be getting onto. Otherwise, we'll be here all day, and then it'll be time for the next part of the show. So there we go. We've got a little bit of an exaggeration. We've got an expression, which we exaggerated. Try, have fun. Maybe use the keywords that the chat gave me earlier, which was surprise, joy, wacky, meh, and crying. But onto the first exercise. We have time for it. Kawaii. Kawaii. Although maybe we might be able to mix in some of the... It's great. Oh, thank you, Raquel. We might be able to mix in some of the other faces on this one. It doesn't seem appropriate, but maybe that's what we're going for. Maybe that's us now. So this has the OG cat body. Cat body. There it is. If we press play, we can see the animation coming over, the animation disappearing. The animation disappearing. Great. So the cat's supposed to have a normal face first, and then a mew mew mew. A little cute face, a little whatever's going on there. So we'll make a new video group. We'll call it expression. Out of the remaining ones, what face should we have? Because I know it said Kawaii, but I feel bad that I couldn't do the order that Uma had given us. Joy, wacky, man, crying. Should we try those, or should we make it still be cute and just maybe exaggerated cute? Oh, also, before I forget, for boiler lines, because I was saying maybe we'll talk about that. A boiler line is when the character is wiggling. So in a show that my family like, which is called Dr. Katz, their body just seems to wiggle like that all the time. So it kind of, even though they're not moving, it gives them the impression that they're moving. So if you want to do something like that, because maybe you're just having the character talk, but they aren't moving, have a line where it's have the body or whatever still for a little bit on one layer. And then if you like, I feel like this might make it easy. I'm just going to put this here, and can we duplicate this in this way? We can. I would say have the example one above. I'm going to change its color as well. And what you would do is you would trace the shape. The closer you get it, this is not a good trace, which means when I play, it's going to be like, blah, blah, blah. The closer you get it, it's like a subtle breath movement. So let's say that we liked this. We're like, okay, yeah, it's great, yay. After that, you would move, I don't know, is Photoshop allowing it to be a separate layer? Let's see. Okay, good. Just making sure that they're not for some reason linked. Okay, cool. After that, you'd say maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 frames, you'll split it, and then you trace it again. Trace it again, trace it again, trace it again, trace it again. And then maybe once you have maybe 4 or 5 of them. An angry kitty, said Sarah. Enamored. Oh, okay. We've got angry and enamored. All right. We might have time to do like, well, I feel like this one should be quick enough that we could do 2 expressions. But that way you'll have a list of your original one, then shaky here, shaky here, shaky here, shaky here. You can just loop them, and that will give you a boiler animation. Maybe we'll focus on that properly next time. Okay, so we've got angry kitty, enamored. Once you color it, it will not look like a koala. Yes, Rodrigo, you're right. So I'm starting to get that you and Uma are into or liking Korean entertainment. You know what? It's Hangul that got me. I love learning things. My other channel that I have, I just teach people how to do stuff, even if it's stuff I don't know how to do, because I'll quickly learn it and then I'll go and teach it. But I really liked Hangul, which is the Korean alphabet. When me and my sister were in school, we were both into Japanese because my parents are gamers and anime fans, so we had lots of anime and things that we could watch. And I'm just gonna put oh, that's a bit big, get it? Hold on. And so when, oh, I ain't got no nose either. Do I need a nose? No. Okay, we got the kitty, and then we'll have a cut here. We're mainly focusing on the keyframes. Don't forget, whenever you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, focus on the keyframe. So the next one I'd say is here. I'm gonna make this bit blank because I'll probably have to like cut some pieces. Okay, I saw Angry Kitty first. And then we'll do Enamored Kitty. Angry Kitty, huh? Okay. So I guess we'll give the kitty eyebrows. Okay, we got the eyebrows. So I have a good angry. Oh, okay. I'm getting a little bit of anger there. Oh, the cat is not happy. I like Korean language as well. Yeah, I do teach it as well, but it's like, how do I get a mad mouth? Do I have a mad mouth? Like, okay. Okay, for some reason I wasn't ready for that. We could add eyes into it. I feel like this is turning into one of those anime situations where it's like super detailed for no reason. Okay, angry kitty. So I've got angry. I'm gonna do 2 frames, slice it, wipe off the eyes a bit. Oh yes, where's my story going? Yes, but when I got to secondary school, and my sis was doing Japanese, and I wanted to do something different. So I'm just gonna move that white dot somewhere else. I'm gonna pretend like it was deliberate, even though it absolutely wasn't. So I was like, fine, I'll do Korean. And apparently, I think it was like 15 years ago, I was able to write my name in Korean, but the internet was not good back then. Do bear in mind that I was born before Google, so it was not as good as it is now. So very recently, I was like, oh, you know, the internet and all that stuff, and there's actually schools to teach this stuff now. Oh, it's so much better now. Let me blah, blah, blah. So for the last 2 years, hold on a second. What did I just duplicate? Are you the same? You're the same thing, aren't you? Okay. Let's make sure. Yeah. Let's make sure that we can tell the difference. So I'm coloring it this way, even if I'm not paying attention, even if it wants to change the color back. I know that I should see red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. So we could go through, slap this on a few times. Hit the duplicate here. Red. Very angry, but still cute. Oh, wow. Someone's upset. Yeah, we did this one. I had spent 2.5 years in Japan. What's ASLT? Oh my gosh, Keys, you've had such an exciting life. Can I just say that? You really have had such an exciting life. My goodness. I had colleagues that went to Korea after, but found it a bit more of a buzz than Japan. Oh, really? Ah. I feel like I want to learn the other languages so I can help with teaching, because I really do like teaching. Hold on, I don't even know how long it's supposed to stay on for. Okay, it stops here. We're almost done. Can I click 2? No, I think I can only do 1 at a time. That is... Well, if we did it manually, we could, but I'm not, so, you know. Take it as it comes. Okay. Hello, pizza. Looks like a... Yeah! A character from Angr-ii. Yay! Not a koala. Okay, yeah, what is ASLT? Oh, Sarah, you love it? Yeah! Kitty got some fangs. Yikes! The kitty said, you've patted my belly enough, yeah? All this and you ain't fed me yet. Okay, and then we'd go back. I might cut some corners. Depending on the time, we might cut some corners. We're going to duplicate the first frame because it's supposed to loop. And we'll see what we have. Now, bear in mind, because I changed the colors, it's going to be like a disco show. And we don't want an epilepsy warning, so let's turn off all the colors. Oh, an assistant language teacher. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that that was a thing. Like, I've always seen people going over to teach, like to just teach straight up. Normally like English, but not assisted learning teacher. I'm gonna drag this over. I said I would drag this over. Oh, I don't need to drag it over. It's my fault. Let me drag this back. Okay, let's see what we got so far. They also love karaoke a lot. Yeah, my pen pal who came to England. We've hung out a bit. We've appeared a few times. She really wants to go to a karaoke bar, so now I need to pluck up the courage. Oh my gosh, you know, I forgot what it looked like. Okay, so now we've got a bit of a turning point between where it's going and where it's coming to. So here, we need to fix this. So what I could do, I'm going to delete this one, duplicate this one. And from the get-go, we should have some of this, but some of the other one. So we can hit the F3. I beg your pardon. Make sure we're clicking on the right thing, otherwise it won't be happy with you. If you're getting too much noise, change the blend mode back to normal. That normally helps. Ah, I wiped off some of the mouth. I didn't want to wipe off all of the mouth. Actually, that mouth is hidden by the hand. Just gonna cover this over. Amazing. I love the Angry Kitty. Yeah, I'm into this. I love the soju. You know what? It's rather lovely. But I'm really into... So my pen pal told me... Oh no, I kind of want that eyebrow piece. Hold on. What I'm going to do, because the phone is a straight line. Let me just do this. There's a cinnamon drink that I really, really like. Which apparently is mainly given to children, but it's delicious. It's delicious. It was my means to get there. Look at Keys doing all the ting. Yes, Keys. Okay, so it seems like normally this eye wouldn't be visible. F3. So let's fill it in, bearing in mind that this eye is going to disappear. And that little trick that we did here, you know, like when you're watching anime and they're like, oh, I'm so cute, kawaii, and then the shine in their eye is just shaking. So all we did on 2s, that's a frame of width of 2. We've got a little bit of white of the eye in one place, and in the next one, just slightly redrew it. The banana milk, oh my goodness. The banana milk, let's not mess. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Also, as somebody, I just got a soy milk maker, and I've been making cashew milk and almond milk. I have to make some banana milk, like properly. I infused it with a little bit of banana, tried some with dates and raisins. Banana milk, it's no joke. Oh my gosh, the banana milk is so good. It's so good. Pipe down, Windows. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got this. That is too soon for that, so we could probably drag this over. Looks like we need to have a bit of the eye remaining. What we can do, so I can have the enamored kitty. No, it's so nice. Peter, you don't like bananas, do you? You don't like bananas. Okay, this is kind of on 1s. So for us to fix this 1s situation, well, we can. If it moves really quick, we might not need to. Nope, we don't even need to. Hey, I guarantee 1s is good for making things look really smooth and all that wonderful goodness, especially if you want to try to fit things in. But I've found, especially if you're mixing and matching stuff with After Effects, or even if you're not, that the human eye is absolutely going to do half the work for you. Is it? Oh my gosh, it's so good. No. It's so not. I wish I could show you, but this is not Twitch, so we're not just gonna whip up open random web browsers. So their banana milk is in a little yellow package, like a little carton, and it's like a really sweet milky banana drink. There's no, you don't get banana mush. It's straight up juice, no bits. Yeah. Oh, it went back too soon. It went back too soon. Okay, so we need to do 2 more, which is this one. Let's keep an eye on it, which is you. And then this one. This is great. Sarah, thank you so much for the idea. Loving this. I feel like this might be a really fun, quick one. It's the oats, cashew, almond milk that you can pass on. You know what? The store-bought one is really watery. The one at home is thick. It tastes like normal milk. Actually tastes like normal milk. So it means I don't have to go to the store. We're just buying a bunch of nuts instead now. And they last for a really, like literally this amount of nuts and a bunch of water. It gives you like 2 big bottles of milk. It's really good. Okay, so this eye is a problem. Whose eye is this? It's yours. Let me try to fill this back in. I changed the opacity of my brush and I knew it this time. There we go. Let's fill it back in. I will say, as the mini PSA, take your time with your animation. I'm very happy that I'm doing this fast enough that we can hopefully see like another bit. But yeah, look, my dad doesn't like it either. My dad doesn't like the store-bought one. But I got him to try my, and I even added matcha to it. I got him to try the soy milk from our machine, and Dad was like, I don't like it in general, but I like this. And it's like, yeah, my dad's very picky. So trust me when I say my dad is very picky. Cool. Okay, let's play it. Oh my gosh, you guys are giving me cravings before bed again. Sorry, Keys. We always end up talking at blame Uma. It's normally Uma related. Sorry, Uma. Okay, so it's coming back. I assume it's this one. So we can cut off half of the face. Whenever Uma's there, we end up talking about food, you know? It's just how it is. Yes, soy drink here and Asia are literally of different worlds. I'm using the Rude Health hazelnut milk. Oh, hazelnut. Yes. Oh, we need to fill this eye back in. I don't have a reference to it. We can get away with it, hopefully. I'm going to split this one in half. And if we can't, we'll just duplicate it. Set it to ones. Set it to ones, she says. There we go. Set it to ones. And then get rid of this. Hit the F3. Because I need to see where it's supposed to end up. Okay. Let's put that nose back. Redraw some of this. This should be back. I drink wine. Oh, Peter. Yes, Alessandra. We're sorry, but not sorry. Let's cut off some of this. And I will show you a trick to quickly draw the other one because I'm not sure we'll have time to do it now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we've got... Whoops. No, we don't. Let me pull this up. This is too long. There we go. Okay. I feel like... The kitty's like, it's still cute, but it's big mad. Angry kitty. Angry kitty. Okay, very cute. Very cute. If you want to do like different expressions of this one in particular, a cool way to do it without you having to repeat too much is to just take the video group that you've made and duplicate it. So I'm going to hide the other one. And now we've got expression copy, which I would just call expression 2. And then we'd start from the beginning. So I'd go to my main keyframe, maybe go to this one, and we would start drawing all over again. So funny. Yeah, I really like that. Apparently putting wine on your breakfast cereal is frowned upon. Oliver. You said something like I don't know how to make it look cute though, Keys. But like, okay, well, you know, we can just... What, like... do you mean like that? I don't know. Where did the eyebrows go? Where are the eyebrows when things are like looking like, oh, la, 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 la. Where did the eyebrows go? Are there eyebrows? No, that seems, it doesn't really see, it seems kind of weird, this one. I'm sorry, but I guess we're going with it. I guess we're going with it. So now you could technically just redraw over all the stuff that you've done. Oh my gosh, the face. The face. Let's get rid of that. We duplicate it, but this way we don't really need to... Oh, well, we've not really changed anything, have we? I could get rid of all of these if I'm not moving this, because I'm not due to the time. Due to the time we're not moving it, we're just keeping it still while we can group it a little bit. Erase all of this and just drag it out so it kind of looks cute, even though we didn't do that much. No brows? Then, okay, there's no brows. We're just like, yeah, there ain't no brows for this. So if you drink wine and complain about it, it's called a wine after all. Wow, tish. So we could have a boo, and then maybe we could like have the mouth do something or something after that. But I think you get the gist. But at least, especially if you've done it once and you've got your keyframes labeled out, especially if they're big like this and you want to, you can totally label them, but guaranteed you're going to end up with a really, really long list. So maybe use the colors until you're ready to do the next ones. But by duplicating your video group, you've already got the layers where they should be. So you'll know how your animation is going to work and you just need to fill it in, which is a really, really useful way to go about it. So even though we're not doing it, we can look at the second one, which is Nast-ii. Nast-ii. And a third one, which you can do on your own. So I won't show it to you. I won't show it to you, but it's the mystery one, which you'll see when you open the thingamabobby. So we all do love a good mystery, don't we? That was a lot of fun. Thank you for expanding my horizons with expressions. I realized that I need to do more expressions, so I am going to. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna just like do a bunch of mini smileys. Maybe I'll pop them open on Behance. Sarah, Raquel, Uma, Keys, Peter, Julia, Oliver, Robert, Paul, thank you so much for hopping in. I hope you enjoyed that. And oh, the W is cute. I want to do some of those. Keys. So we do have the outro, but and I thought that I updated this, but I didn't, apparently. So The homework is to try different types of secondary action. It's not a typo. We're just going to say it was meant to be there because I'm thinking you didn't practice the last one. So maybe you should do that. But then while you're doing that, also try some exaggeration too. Thank you, Sarah, Peter, Robert, Alessandra. Thank you so much for hopping in. Practice your secondary action and practice your exaggerated expressions. Do it all. Do it all. Oh, good night from Sweden. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. here, basically. Good night from London. And stay tuned if you're on Behance, because there's more stuff coming up. Thanks, Jack. Thank you, Keys. Mr. Keyframe in the human form. Bye, Raquel. Good night, Iceland.